friends, thank you for joining me today. It's Maria Robinson, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up here in the United States. In today's fun card tutorial, I'm going to share this really cute card idea. It was actually shared with me from another demonstrator and I thought it was adorable. So I hope you like it. It's actually a 4 by 4¼ by 4¼ card, so it's a square card. But what's nice about this is it actually fits into a medium-sized Stampin' Up envelope. So how cool is that? Let me turn the camera down and we'll get started. So the stamp set and the dies and the paper that I'm using today actually is from a new set that just recently was announced from Stampin' Up. It's called Irresistible Blooms. And it's really cute. These are the papers that come with the set. They are 6 inches by 6 inches. You get a pack of 48 double-sided sheets. Aren't they beautiful? Gorgeous. Let me just flip them over for you. You can see the other side. Pretty, aren't they beautiful? They're very like watercolory on one side, and the other side has images like flowers and leaves. And the other nice thing about this paper pack is that this sheet here and this one here, as well as, which one is it? This one here and this last one here, you can use the dies to cut them out. So let me just show that to you very quickly. Actually, let me bring in these pieces that I've already cut out so you can actually see them. So you'll notice that I did cut some of the pieces out of here already with the dies. So this little die, the leaves, cuts this one out over here. And then the larger one, we have the 2 leaves. And then we have the triple leaves right down here. And then we have the flower. We have the small one. Just turn that around, get that here. And then the larger one right here. Now, oh, that's not right. Anyway, you get the idea. But isn't that cool that you can cut these out? And what the nicer thing is that you know how sometimes when you get those 12 by 12 inch designer series paper, you kind of have to cut around before you can put it through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine? With the 6 by 6, it fits in there perfectly. You don't have to cut it down. So very little less waste on that. So we'll be doing that in a little bit. Put those aside there. Get these out of the way. So that's part of the bundle. And it also comes with these frosted dots here. If I can get it open without making them fall. So aren't they pretty? They've got Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, and a returning color, Pretty Peacock. All right. So, and the other ones that just recently launched, that Stampin' Up announced, is it's a basic 3D embossing folders. This comes in a set of 3. You have kind of like a bubble wrap or bubbles, quatrefoil, and then a plaid embossing folder. And I will be using the plaid embossing folder for my card. So let me set that aside. As I mentioned, we are using the Irresistible Blooms stamp and the die set. I took out some of the dies and also a stamp set. And I'm using one of my favorite stamp sets called Go-To Greeting. And we are using Happy Birthday. This one right here. And lastly, we have the Naturally Gilded 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. Sorry about the noise, I forgot to take these out. And this was also recently introduced. We have some gold. And it comes in 2 sheets. There's 6 sheets per pack. A couple of silver. And then we also have copper. Aren't they beautiful? Look at the shine on that. All right, so let's get started with the card. So as I mentioned, this card does fit into a A2 size envelope. You'll have a little bit of space on the sides, but that's okay. But it fits perfectly. So I like that. All right, so we have a piece of cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. And I've scored it in the middle at 4 1/4. I have basic white for the inside. This is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. Then I have another piece of basic white, and this one measures, I believe, 3 1/4 by 4 inches. That will be for the front here. And then I have a piece of the Designer Series paper, which is 3 inches by 3 inches, and we'll be cutting this down 1 inch increments. So then you'll have 3 pieces. Alrighty, so set this aside for a minute. I want to stamp the inside first, so I don't forget to do that. Let's see if I have a piece of scrap paper here someplace. All right. So I have a piece of scrap paper. We'll take our ink, Pretty Peacock, and my leaf image. And I'm just going to stamp this off the page a little and down to the bottom. And then I will cut out one of the flowers and place that over top, just as I've done on the other card. All right, so we'll set this on the side here. All right, let's get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine out. And I will start by embossing this piece first. So we've got our embossing folder. I'm going to put this on the side here. Now, actually, no, let's do it this way. Because you want the hinge first to go into the machine, so I'll have to do it upside down, the cardstock. I want to be sure that I get all the way up to the fold, but not on top of the fold. The trick for that is, let's put a piece of Post-it note on the edge so that I know what to go up to. Little trick from Connie Stewart. So put the Post-it note on the score line there, and then this way you know where you want to line up the folder. We'll bring that right to the edge here, like so. All right, and this is a 3D folder. Oops, gotta go in the other way. So we'll get our number 1 plate and then our number 4 plate. And I will send that through the machine. Oops. There we go. It's a tight fit. Ooh. Those 3D embossing folders are very nice because they leave such a beautiful impression on your cardstock. Let's see, isn't that pretty? And we'll take off that Post-it note, stick it on the side. And while I have this out, let's do a little die cutting. We'll put our plates back down. My clear plate. All right, so we will put our designer series paper. So you see how I said that you can actually fit the 6x6 the whole way through? So it's very nice. Let's get our flower images here. So I'm going to cut a small one. And this was going to be on the inside. And then the larger one for the outside. Like so, my plate. Line it up here and send it through. And if you're afraid that you might not line them up correctly, you can always use a post-it note to hold the dies down. There we go. Got our 2 flowers cut out nicely. Set those aside. Take these off. Put them on my little plate here. And then we'll cut the leaves now. So I've got a piece of scrap, which I had used on another card already. Let's see if I can get them all cut out at once. Got the little one here, the triple one, and then we have the double one. I don't think I'll be able to get these all at once. Yeah, they're overlapping. Here it is. Just knocking stuff over. Let's see, I have that one cut out. Now that one did cut a little piece off on the bottom here. Am I gonna like that? I think it'll be fine. Got our little one cut out, and then let's do our double one. All right, so now that we've got those pieces cut, let me cut this one. Oh, I forgot. All right, so I got my paper cutter. So I want to cut this 1-inch increments. So they'll be 1 inch by 3 inches. And I want to keep them in order. Done with the trimmer. All right, now we can start putting this card together. I'm going to start by putting the layer on the inside. First, I want to burnish this a little better since it went through the cut and emboss machine when I embossed it. Then we will add this piece to the inside. So I'm really liking this new set. I hope you'll agree with me. And if you're interested in purchasing it or any of the products in my store, there will be a link in the YouTube description, and you can go directly to my store to shop for these products. And of course, if you ever have any questions, aren't sure about what to order, you certainly can ask those as well. All right, and let's put this on the inside as well. I'll put that right here. Okay, pretty. Next, I'm going to adhere these pieces onto here with dimensionals. Just want to line them up correctly. Now, before I put them down with dimensionals, though, I do want to line them up so that I know where my sentiment is going to go.
And if I put them on with the dimensionals first, what's going to happen is I won't be able to stamp it first. So we'll do that. I've got my Memento Black here. And we'll stamp our happy birthday. Make sure I have that straight. Okay, much better. So we'll put that right here in the center, off to the side rather. Good. Close that up so I don't stick my hand in there. All right, now that that's done, I can add these with the dimensionals. And I'm leaving a little border on the bottom here, probably about 1/8 of an inch. Before I tack that down completely though, I want to make sure that I'm leaving enough room from the top here. There's something on that. I think I'm going to move this up just a little bit. Right about there, I think should be good. So this is a fairly easy layout to make, and you can certainly use whatever stamp set or designer series paper you have. It works really nicely with anything. And you could change the layout of the sentiment. You know, maybe put it down towards the bottom if you like. Right. Then I will add these to the back of the flower. I think I'm going to hide this leaf because it cut part of it off. So just add a little glue on that. Put that behind here. Like so. And we'll put the other one on this side. Add a little glue on that. And this I'm not going to add dimensionals on because I have dimensionals on the strips and I don't feel you need the extra bulk. And we'll add that to the front here. Got glue all over my fingers here. Let's add this to the card front before we get a little too crazy. We'll add that to the front here, so. Add my little leaf with my mini dimensionals. Then we'll finish it off with some of those loose frosted dots, and our card will be done. Have this here, so. Now you could also stamp this image, since there is a stamp for that. And let's see, we'll get some loose dots out. Get my little take your pick tool, and I think I have here someplace. Oh, here they are. My glue dots. The loose frosted dots don't have adhesive on the back, so you'll need something to glue them down with. And I like these glue dots. I saved them from the paper pumpkin kits. That one didn't. Not sure where the backing went to that one. Let's try it again. That there. And we have one more. I'll put that about here. Take off this backing. And we'll put, let's do some Daffodil Delight ones on here. It's upside down. Two of them on there. Do a little one right here maybe. So, and then we'll get another big one. Down here. And there you go. It's all done. Isn't that beautiful? I really like this design. It's looks really pretty. And like I said, you can use any stamp or paper that you might have on hand. It works lovely with anything. Any designer series paper, any stamp set that you might have. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up on my YouTube channel. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please consider becoming a subscriber. I am trying to grow my channel, so, you know, well, anything that I get will help me. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. Until next time, guys, have a great day. Please make those cards, but most importantly, send them out. Make somebody's day. Cheer them up. Bye-bye for now.